So I went out and bought a Mudmixer. Full disclosure, Mudmixer did not cut me any slack on a deal for this unit. I got nothing off from Mudmixer. I got no special treatment. So I just want to clarify that all up front. I bought and paid for this with my own money, and there's no special deal. Anyway, why did I buy a Mudmixer? 3 reasons. 1, I got some projects coming up, and I'll tell you how it affects those projects as I go along here. 2, contractor issues. We'll get into that in a little bit. And my age. That's the 3rd one, is I'm over 60. 1 reason I did not buy it, and as a matter of fact, it was the reason that it took me almost 2 months to actually pull the trigger and buy this, was the cost. This is not a cheap unit. I should say this is not an inexpensive unit because I've already scratched it up and I'm not real happy about that, but just assembling it, it got scratched. So I expected powder coat. I believe this is paint or the worst powder coat job I've ever seen. So let's go back to cost. What does it cost to buy one of these units? It cost me, and I've got the invoice right here in front of me. I'm not going to show it to you, but I got it right here in front of me. $3,309.67, and that's what it costs to have it delivered to my driveway out here. What does that include? The base unit itself, $2,995. That's the base Mudmixer unit. Because I'm going to be doing all of this work by myself, I got the hopper extension. That will allow me to stack up some bags in here and keep working so I can do my finish work and stuff and pull it and do all that stuff, so I'm not worried about staring in the hopper, and I don't have to worry about it too much. That hopper extension, $325. The only discount that I got, which if you serve this country, and I think it says military discount on here, but I think it may be first responder. Check into that. That was $332, the discount. So that paid for the hopper extension for me. Shipping, $225, and I think that's just a flat charge that they just charge everybody, kind of like when you buy a car. And my estimated taxes on this were $96.67. I live in the middle of nowhere, okay? So our sales tax out here is 3.25%. If you're in a place where it's 10%, then you know it's going to be higher. Your taxes are going to be higher. So cost was not the reason why I bought this unit. It's the reason that it took me so long to make the decision. The reason I bought it, projects. I have some projects coming up that timing is critical, and I need to reduce the number of variables as much as possible, so I'll be doing most of the work myself. And now I've just taken having to hire a concrete contractor off the table. Also, cost of concrete delivered. If you want, where I live, if you want to buy a yard of concrete, it's $185 for the yard of concrete, and it's another $120 to have it delivered. Why? Distance and short load, because I'm not buying a truck, I'm not buying a whole truck, so if you don't buy a whole truck, you got to pay a short load, and that's just what it is out here. That guy's over 20 miles away. If I wanted, I don't know if I could get it any cheaper, because then I'd have to go all the way to Denver, and you're talking 40, 50 miles. They're not going to cut me any slack on getting concrete out here. Another issue, contractors. Even before the pandemic, I've noticed that, well, it's also where I live. Getting contractors out here to do any type of work is almost impossible at a decent price with good quality. Can I get somebody out here? Yeah. Do they really know what they're doing? And is this tiny little job going to be at the top of their list? I don't know. So between the cost of trying to get a contractor out of here, trying to get them out here on a certain date, and then dealing with quality issues, I don't want to deal with that stuff anymore. And the third reason is my age. I own a cement mixer, and I'll show you it, and I'll compare it to this one in a few minutes. I'm over 60. Forget about 80-pound bags of concrete. I gave up on those 20 years ago. I use 60-pound bags, and I can only move so many in an hour. So having a unit like this is really going to help me out, because when you're using a standard tumbler cement mixer, you have to load it, you have to mix it, and I can do all that. I mean, that's not a problem. My consistency is fine. But then you got to put it into wheelbarrow, and then you got to take it to the site and dump it. And it's just, I can't do that anymore. So no matter what, I had to go get another cement mixer. So I looked around, could I bought something cheaper? Yeah. And it would have been just that. It would have been cheaper. The fact that this has the low height on it was a good selling factor for me. And I'll show you why when I show you my current concrete mixer. So with that all being said, these are the reasons why I bought a Mudmixer. I'm not a contractor. I'm not going to make money on this. Believe me, when I first started thinking about this, I thought, well, you know, if I just go buy a trailer and a water tank, I'm in business. You know, between going and buying concrete, the Mudmixer, and having a water tank on board, I could pretty much go anywhere and lay a slab. So, but again, I don't need to be doing that at my age. So let's go outside and I'll show you the differences between this and my current cement mixer. And this is probably the fourth reason why, and I've told you the other three, this is probably the fourth reason why I bought the Mudmixer. Working height. I can't hardly do this anymore, and if I can do it, I'm going to be limited on how much I can do. With the Mudmixer, I'll probably use the wife's little tractor. I'll load it up with material, with bags of concrete. It'll be sitting right here. I'll literally go like that and drop them in. I'm going to be able to do a lot more work with this. I had pretty much put this in a field and was done, and I thought my days of concrete work were over. Well, with the Mudmixer, I can now do more concrete projects, which is great because I got a sidewalk over there, the wife wants a staircase going down, and I got this solar project coming up. So if it wasn't for those projects, I probably wouldn't have bought it. But I think, I'm not a contractor, I'm not going to make money on this. Will it save me some money and time by not having to deal with contractors? Yeah, I think so. So there you go. Those are my 4 reasons why I bought the Mudmixer. And if you have any more questions, put them down in the comment section below. And I think I've covered everything. If not, like I said, let me know. And thanks for watching.